guys, today I'm dropping nuts. Today I am doing, I think this is my first miniGreen setup. Either way, if it's out there, who cares? I'm setting up a miniGreen board today. I actually wish I had a new miniGreen. I sold out on my miniGreens before I made my own. So I have Andy Schrock's old miniGreen. Sorry, Andy. And now that I ride for Avenue trucks, I need to have Avenue trucks on a miniGreen. Another funny thing, the Avenue trucks that I'm about to put on were my first Avenue trucks, and I promised them to Stephen Page, which I gave him, and he left them at the warehouse. So I decided to just put them on my skateboard. I hope you're not mad, Steven. If you want them back, Steven, they'll be on this miniGreen. You'll get them eventually. Uh-oh, I think I'm out of memory. False alarm, must have been a ghost or something. Stories to tell, I don't have any stories for you. Let's see. How about we tell the story of how I got into mini boards. So, when my daughter Emma was born, my neighbors at the time, Chris and Carrie, gave me this very tiny skateboard for Emma. It wasn't meant, obviously, for her to skate, and it wasn't meant for me to skate, but I ended up skating on it. And I did a couple videos on it, and then eventually I broke it. Just the nose. But then I continued to skate it, and then I broke the middle of it. So that put the end to that skateboard. Then some months later, on a Philly trip, Andy Schrock surprises me with the first, what I said at the time, a Tinkerboard board, which was a Tinkerbell skateboard, mini board, whatever. And that board lasted months. It was so tough. I did so much on that skateboard. It was incredible. But then eventually it broke, of course. When that first board broke, Brian Ames surprised me when we were still in the first warehouse with the exact same skateboard. He found it on eBay. He was like, I had so much trouble finding this, but I found it for you, buddy. And I was so grateful. I set it up that second, started to make a video, and I don't remember what trick it was, kickflip maybe, broke it. 5 minutes into skating it. I was so bummed. But I didn't break it like completely, but I cracked it. So with it being cracked, I knew I couldn't skate it, but I could trace it onto a regular skateboard and make myself a super strong Tinkerbell board, which evolved into miniGreen. So then some of you started asking for, can I have a miniGreen? Sure. Honestly, guys, you helped me through some tough times supporting me through miniGreen, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. It means a lot, it really does. And I'll continue to make them for anyone that's interested in them. It's a fun hobby. I think I get a little better at them each time. I think it's time for me to make a new one, just for myself, instead of stealing Andy Schrock's. Oh, Steven would be so mad at me right now. Without even thinking, I just did this. I'm sorry, Steven. He hates when I do that. Such a waste of time, dude. I get it. When you're like traveling or something, you don't want your bolts and nuts flying all over the place. I think too, I'm a little weird, like I want the same nut to be on the same bolt. Is that strange? I don't know. What do you think? Am I crazy? I think it would be safe to say this would be the first suspension trucks on a mini skateboard. MBD, bro. It's looking mighty nice. Just need some wheels on it. Wheels with some bearings in it. I'm gonna put the same wheels and bearings that he has on here, which is Force, Doug Desautel's pizza wheels. I think these were size 52 millimeters. He's got some Katie Swift. We don't even sell these bearings anymore, people. Sorry. We do have a good selection of bearings. We got Synopsis, we got Bronson, we got Juju. Find all of that at theshredquarters.com, along with Orion Trucks. I'm gonna put the graphic in to drive people nuts. Why you do that? Dude, I don't know. Less distracting? Graphic lasts longer? You pick. Pardon? I don't know what it is, but I really do enjoy assembling a skateboard. I don't know. Something about it. Just working with your hands, putting something together. Speaking of Steve and Steve's, we weren't right now, but we did earlier. He just built one of the best boxes. I'm gonna try to skate it! That was my Bill Burr impression. Let's tighten this bad boy up. Guarantee someone's in this warehouse hearing me sound like a complete idiot! Eggs! I need friends. I appreciate you watching this. Probably super boring, but I'll have a treat for you. The difficult ones, you can still use a regular T-tool, just kind of got to use some elbow grease. Get that right angle, hold it in there tight, tighten her up. Ah, it just seems like I'm just taking a big dump, doesn't it? Well, that's it. That's it. It's set up. Look at this beaut. Andy Schrock's mini green with my old Avenue trucks that I gave to Steven, which I took back. Sorry, Steven. Andy Schrock's old Force Doug Desautel's pizza 52 millimeter with KD Swift bearings, which we don't carry anymore. Lifeboat hardware. Hashtag AmGrip. Find most of this at theshredquarters.com.